Today, we are going to talk about portfolio readiness and the crypto industry mindset that one needs to have while being in this industry. As I've mentioned to you, this is information that I've shared with you in the past, but I just shared with you when we're having our chats. We're having our conversations as a family and as a community. But I just thought that, let me just bring some concentrated effort and some concentrated attention to this topic, because it's going to be really, really important for us to understand this, okay? To talk about portfolio readiness, because that's what we talk about twice a week anyway. But now we're going to focus on the crypto industry mindset that one needs to have. So let's first of all start off with our disclaimer. Our disclaimer is a very important piece to have anyway, as well, to understand that the information contained in this training is for educational and informational purposes only. Okay, nothing herein shall be construed as financial, legal, or tax advice. The content in this training is solely the opinion of the hosts and speakers who are not licensed or registered financial or investor or investment advisors. So please see your appropriate professional, whichever area of professionalism you need, seek them out for the appropriate advice, because that's not something that we have. And that goes for this training and every other one that we do, okay? Trading cryptocurrency poses a considerable risk of loss. The hosts and speakers does not guarantee any particular outcome. Now, our portfolio training, what exactly do we provide for you at our portfolio training? What is it for? What is it all about? Why do we come together twice a week? Well, first of all, we come together to give you instructions and guidance to our community in order to prepare you for the upcoming bull run. Now, we've mentioned that, right? We want to prepare you for the upcoming bull run. We know that the Bitcoin halving is about to happen, okay, coming April. And we know that this year is just going to be a very special year. This year and going into next year, and maybe even the year after that, we're talking about some really magnificent things happening, all right? But there are people that are a part of our community that has never been a part of the bull run. And even if they were, they didn't know that they were. Most don't even know what a bull run is. You're basically are in this space because you're looking to just make some money, because you hear about a lot of people doing just that, making money. So we figured, let's bring everybody together and let's kind of prepare them, give them an understanding, give them some education and learning about this particular industry and what is about to happen in this upcoming bull run. It's going to happen. So it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Okay, we know that the Bitcoin halving is going to happen in April. That's like set in stone. We know that that's going to happen. All right. So it's not like, now we're going to have a rocket ship that's going to take off, or, a big meteor is going to fall out of the sky, or a big falling star. Nothing catastrophic or explosive is going to happen when the bull run happens, but it marks a time, where things are going to begin to happen as a result of that bull run. Okay, so it's not like, oh, we're going to help you put a portfolio together, and then as soon as the Bitcoin halving happens, now our portfolios is going to be, millions of dollars, and now we can just take off and just go and live our lavish lives. No, that's not what we're advocating for. That's not what we're showing you. That's not what we're trying to tell you. Okay, but it does mark a very, very special time in this industry, and things will begin to happen thereafter. Okay, so that's what we're trying to bring to this community, an understanding with that regard. Also, we'll be bringing experts, guest experts and enthusiasts to provide more detailed and targeted information and instructions in the crypto industries and for portfolio preparedness. So you've already experienced that. We've already brought people, guests to our calls that has shared some magnificent education and information with you. A lot of things that, that you've never heard or seen before or even understood before. And we're going to continue to do that. We have a very special guest coming back up on Monday that you don't want to miss out on that. Okay, so we're going to keep on bringing enthusiasts and people that are considered expert in their own right to these calls. Okay, not experts in a sense that they're certified or licensed, but experts in their own right in a sense that they have spent years and years and years studying a particular area. So that makes them an expert. And in my mind, if anybody knows an ounce more than what I know, they're considered the expert, right? So, and a lot of you fall in that category as well. You know a whole lot more than most people in the world with regards to this space. So that makes you an expert as well. So I'm not talking about a certified individual or licensed individual when I say expert, but I basically mean that they are learned, very learned in a particular area, and they're able to bring us information and knowledge that we don't have. Okay, and enthusiasts because they are passionate about certain things. So we're going to bring them to you continually. We've already started doing that, and we're going to continue to bring these people to you over and over and over again. All right. Okay. All right. So now also we're going to provide education and assist with project research on certain altcoins. We've already started doing that as well. All right. So that's basically what you've gotten. I think we probably, given you referrals for probably about 25 or 30 more tokens and coins already, just for something for you to look at. Okay. We're not making any suggestions in terms of what you should do, but just something for you to be able to research. And we're giving you education around those tokens and different projects so that you can be informed and have the exact right, the appropriate information that you need so that you can make decisions as to whether you want to move forward with these certain projects, right? So we're going to continue to bring you education on different altcoins that are out there. There are thousands of them, okay? And I know if you're new to this space, and even if you're not so new to this space, you really haven't given any focus to researching projects to build a portfolio. So that's primarily what we're going to be doing as well and training you on is how do you look for different coins and how do you determine what might be a good altcoin for you to consider for your portfolio. So we'll continue to bring you education around that. Also to help you understand the basics of trading and why it is important for monitoring your portfolio, right? So if you have a portfolio, you got 10 different products or projects within your portfolio. So how do you know how to act one way or another with regards to what's in your portfolio? Okay, you have a portfolio for a reason. And the reason that you have it is so that you can positively benefit from them on the upside, right? So if you don't know how to monitor what's going on with those coins, then it's like a moot point. You could totally and completely miss the ball on everything if you don't know how to monitor them. All right. So we also bring in enthusiasts and experts in here, to our calls to show you the basics of trading. And when I talk about the basics of trading, we're not talking about actually trading, but how you can monitor your tokens. How do you read the charts? Okay. How to understand a trading platform. That's really all you need to know is how do you understand and interpret a trading platform? You don't have to trade, but it helps to understand how the platform works, what the different components mean, how to draw lines on your charts and things of that nature so you can determine what's happening with my coins. I chose this coin right here. What's the status of it? Where's it going? Where did it come from? Where's it going? Where is it now? Where is it going? Is it time to buy out? Okay, is it time for me to take some profits off of that coin or token? Okay, that's information that you need to know. But if you don't understand how to interpret a trading platform to monitor that token, then what you're going to be doing instead is listening to rumors and people around you, listening to people on YouTube that's going to give you that kind of guidance. That's not the most accurate guidance you need. You need to understand this so that you can be in total control of your coins and understand exactly what action you need to take with regards to your portfolio. So that's why understanding how to navigate a trading platform is great because, and this is the reason why we bring you experts and bring you people to kind of teach you that as well. And that we're going to have an upcoming training on TradingView, which is the platform that is widely used. And we're going to be having a specific training on that trading platform in the coming weeks. Okay, so you don't want to miss that one because again, it's going to be very pivotal for you monitoring and understanding your own portfolio. Also, we're going to be allowing the community members to engage, share, and exercise their growth and experience in this industry. We have so many talented people that is right here in our community, right here on this call. And we're going to be providing a platform for them to come and share. Share with your fellow members in this community your experience, your expertise, how you have grown. What did you learn in your growth? What has your experience been like? Because we can all learn for each other. And I'm certainly going to be looking out for those that have that type of expertise. Okay, if you have that and you want to step up and you want to share something with the community, just let me know. If I haven't sought you out, then you seek me out. Okay, because I've always got my eye out looking for people that can bring value to our community. Now, there are a lot of people that have that value, that have that gift, and they're afraid to bring it. But that's okay. We'll help you break through that wall of fear so that you can operate and function within your gift. Because like I've said before, and I always say, your gift is not for you, okay? It is for other people. So if you have the gift and you're not sharing it, then you're in breach of your purpose for life, your purpose for being here, okay? The reason that you're here is to fulfill a purpose and to enact the gift that has been embedded on the inside of you upon birth. You were born with it, okay? You have the gift, you have everything you need. You don't need to do anything else. You have it all, okay? So now we need to bring that out, and I'm going to provide for you a stage where you can be able to bring that to your fellow person here in this community, all right? So if you are a leader and you know that there are people on your team that may have a gift that can be useful to the community, please let Go Be Bro and I know about that so that we can share with the community and everybody can grow together. Okay, another thing that we're doing here, and so much more. Okay, I couldn't put it all on the slide. It's going to go on. And the reason why I say so much more is because ideas keep coming to our minds as we go along with this. Okay, every week, as we're thinking about this, we're kind of preparing for what's going to happen in the coming weeks. We come up with new ideas in terms of what kind of value we can bring. So I'm saying more here because there are some things some more that's going to be coming that I don't even know what they are yet, okay? Because Lord just keeps bringing stuff to me to be able to bring to you. I'm a conduit, and we just bring it out and deliver to you. Go Be Bro and I both, and we have some other members that's on our team that you don't even know the magnitude of how they are pouring in to you already behind the scenes, okay? They're going to start to come out as well. I can't wait to bring other people to you to let you know who is behind the scenes and what else is being prepared for you in this wonderful community to be able to enhance you and enhance your life and prepare you to be successful in this space. Now, what is the portfolio training not bringing you? Okay, what are we not doing? That's important for me to make very, very clear as well. What are we not doing? Well, we're not offering cryptocurrency opportunities, okay? Not once have you ever, and never will you hear us offer you any type of cryptocurrency opportunity or any other opportunity, okay? We're not offering opportunities on these calls. It's strictly for training, all right? Just so that you understand, you're not going to come here saying, oh, join this platform, join that platform, join this ROI, you get 2% here. No, we're not doing any of that. Okay, that will not be shared here on our calls. This is not the space for that. This is strictly for training, just to prepare you so that you can make your own decisions in terms of whether you want to even join any platforms or not. But you're not going to be hearing here on this call about any platforms or any ROIs or any cryptocurrency opportunities or programs or products or anything. We're not going to be sharing any of that on this call. Nor will we discuss or provide support for any cryptocurrency opportunity that may be in play. Okay, so in other words, if you're already a part of a cryptocurrency opportunity, this is not going to be the place for you to come looking for support. How do you do this? Where do you find that? This is broken here. I can't get this. We're not doing any of that here. Okay, and whether, I don't know what you're involved in. I don't really care what you're involved in, but whatever you're involved in, you need to go to your appropriate space to get the support that you need for that product or opportunity, whatever it is that you're involved in. But this will not be the place for you to get that kind of support. However, that is not to say that we will not be evaluating or discussing different coins that may be associated with an opportunity. Okay, so for example, we are talking about the ton coin, right? The one that Telegram brings out, a wonderful token, or actually it's a coin because it's on their blockchain, right? So it's a wonderful coin. It's very a great coin. It's been around for several years. It has a great history that's attached to it. Okay, so we have already evaluated that coin. All right, now there's a platform or a program. It's called Ton Booster, and that particular platform is an opportunity that you can get into to get more ton. Okay, whatever is going on with that platform, with that opportunity, you can join that to get more information to it, maybe make some money from it, so on and so forth. We talk about the coin, okay, because you can actually get that coin without even being a part of the program. You don't have to be a part of the opportunity in order to get ton. Okay, so we talk about ton, okay, and you have the ability to go to a particular exchange and buy ton and have it be a part of your portfolio, and you don't have to have anything to do with the opportunity that they now have going on right now. All right, so we may have situations like that where we're talking about the coin or the token that may be associated with an opportunity or a program or an ROI, okay? But we're not promoting that ROI. We're not promoting that platform. We're not promoting that opportunity. We are simply talking about the coin that's associated with it, and you're actually able to go and get that coin for your portfolio without you being a part of that opportunity. All right, so I need to make that very clear. We will not advise you on how much to spend on any given coin or token, okay? The only thing that we may do is to suggest in percentages, okay? We'll make suggestions in percentages of how much of your portfolio should go towards high versus low risk tokens, okay, or coins, okay? So we may say, you know what, this is a really risky one. So you might want to have whatever your portfolio budget is, okay? You may want to have a certain percentage of your budget going toward this portfolio, this coin, because it's very high risk. Or you may want to have this percentage because this is low risk. So we may make suggestions around that, but we will never say, go put $1,000 over here, go put $500 over there, go put $20. We don't suggest those kinds of things, okay? Now, let me just back up and say this. There was a time on a couple of calls back where Gobi Bro said, go out and buy baby guap. Okay, so he did say, go out and buy baby guap, and he says, go out and put $100 on baby guap. Now, let me clarify what he was doing there. He knows and feels very positive about baby guap, and he did suggest that you go out and buy it. Okay, and he did tell you how much to put on it. He said, go buy $100 worth. But here's another thing that he did. He said, buy $100 worth, and if it does not go up in 2x, he will give you your $100 back. Okay, so that is totally zero risk to you. Okay, he did not put you in jeopardy. He did not put you at risk, even for your $100, because $100 could be a lot of money to some people. Okay, everything is relative. I'm not going to assume that that wasn't a big thing for somebody to go and get $100 and buy baby guap. But he did say, if it does not double, he will give you your $100 back. So the offer that he made you was a zero risk offer. Okay, so I just wanted to caveat with that, because we will not be making any suggestions for you to go out and buy anything or telling you how much to put on it. Okay, that was just a special situation on the baby guap. All right, and we talked more about that to show you and explain to you why it was important for you to get a hold of that, because it's an opportunity that we didn't want, that Gobi Bro did not want you to miss out on. That's why he put his own money on the line and said, go buy baby guap, and if it doesn't double, I will come out of my pocket and I will pay you your $100. All right. All right. We will not push any products from our guests. So as our guests come on the line, and they come on and they're sharing different things. Some of our guests have their own products. They have their own sites. They have their own businesses that they're sharing products with. Okay. However, if we think that it is important that you get access to whatever product they have, we, Gobi Bro and I, will come out of our pocket and we will give you, we will make that that product available to you free of charge, just like we did with the AI training that you had. Okay, we thought that that was going to be something valuable for our community. Okay, so instead of you going out and saying, okay, go over there and buy this product or join this course for that person to come out of your pocket and pay this or that, we said no. We actually started to do that, but we thought, we don't want to do that. We don't want our community coming out of their pocket paying for products like that. Okay, so we retracted that. We bought it back. Some people went on ahead anyway, about 5 or 10 of you went on anyway, and you joined that program. So that was okay. You did that at your own choice, right? But at the end of the day, we actually came out of our pocket and we paid for a full days of training for our community. Okay, so when situations like that come up, that's exactly how we will do it. We will pay for the product, and if you feel that you want to be a partaker of that product, we will negotiate for you so that you can get a really, really good deal on that product. If you feel that you want to buy it, if you want to partake of the products that they have, we will help you get a good discount on that. But you will be partaking in that purchase at your own risk. Okay, but we will help you negotiate a deal so that you can get it at a low cost if you really want it. But we are not going to suggest one way or another that you go out and buy that. All right, so that's another thing you need to be mindful of, because we will have guests coming on and they will have products that you could possibly buy, but we will not be promoting them or suggesting that you partake. Okay. Also, we will not be performing trades. Okay, we will go out and we will show you how to use a trading platform, how to navigate a trading platform, but we will never be doing any trading on our calls. Okay, that will not be happening. We will not be doing any training on how to do trades. Okay, we're not a trading platform at all, and we're not providing any information at all with regards to trading. All right. Now, what is the mindset of someone that's new to this industry? Now, I'm saying someone that's new to the industry, but it actually applies to people that aren't so new, okay? Because they never really had anyone give them the right mindset that they should have by being a part of this industry, okay? So what is that mindset usually like for someone that is just coming into this industry or don't quite understand how they should exist in this space? They're saying things like, you know what? I can make a lot of money. Everyone seems to be making a lot of money. Okay, so everybody want to kind of run to this industry because they hear about people making, becoming millionaires and making all this money in this industry. So they run here with the mindset that they're going to all of a sudden just make a lot of money by doing very little, put a little here, put a little there. I'm going to make a whole bunch of money. Okay, that is a part of the mindset. Then you have people come in, I'm going to make money fast. So you know what? I'm going to borrow money. I'm going to go and take a loan out on my house, take a $20,000 personal loan out because I'm going to get it back really, really fast. We have people in the community that do that. Okay. This is the mindset of our community. All right. Because they don't understand. They go and they borrow money. They put themselves in jeopardy. They put their families in jeopardy because they think that they're going to make money fast. That's the mindset of this of people that are new to the industry. Okay, I'm not going to take any money out of this platform because the longer I stay in it, the more I'm going to make. All right, how many of us know about that? I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm just going to stay right here. Nope, I'm not going to take any money out. I'm not going to recover my seed. I'm just going to stay here, keep topping up, keep putting, just keep, bringing people in, because I know I'm going to get more and more and more and more money. Okay, I just want to see my balance just increase. I'm not going to take anything out. And what ends up happening? Okay, the system goes down, and not only did they lose their seed, but they lost anything that could have been profit as well. Okay, wrong mindset. I don't need to do any due diligence on this platform because the person that told me about it, I trust them. And they told me about this great opportunity. I'm just going to trust them. I'm going to believe them. So I'm not going to do any due diligence at all. Okay. How many of you know about that? How many of you have done that? I know I'm guilty of it myself. Okay. Somebody brings you something, and because you trust that person, you don't feel like you need to go out and do any due diligence. Right. So you're like, oh, well, they know their stuff. They've been in this industry for a long time. So I'm not going to look into it at all. Okay. And you don't look into it at all. So if you do your due diligence, you may find something out that that person didn't even know. And that person may have bought you this opportunity at the say so of someone else. Okay. So now you're like three people down where no one has done their due diligence because they were trusting the other person, right? And so there's no due diligence that has been done because everybody is trusting everybody, and you get involved in this opportunity because it looks so great. And next thing you know, everybody gets taken advantage of because no one done any due diligence. And if they had done any due diligence, all the evidence of it being a scam or not being a good opportunity was right there in front of you with just a little teeny weeny bit of due diligence. That's all you need to do. Sometimes doing due diligence, you have to go really, really deep to find, the rot and the stinky stuff. Okay, you got to go really, really deep to find all the problems and the wrongdoings. Okay, but there's sometimes you can find it right there on the surface, but because you don't even look, you don't even know that it's there because you're going at the word of someone else. And then they went at the word of someone else. And then that person went at the word of someone else. So 2 or 3 levels deep, there's no due diligence done by anyone. You're just going at somebody else's word. Wrong. Always, always, always do your own due diligence. Always. I don't care who it's coming from. Okay. Your mother, your father, do your own due diligence. I will convince my cousin to come in because he has a lot of money and he will help me grow as well. So we bring people and we slam them into this platform because we think it's the greatest thing that somebody told you about. So now you're going to go tell your cousins and everybody else, and then you're convincing them because you're just regurgitating all this wonderful stuff about this platform. Now you have convinced them to come and get involved, and now they're involved as well without you doing any due diligence. Okay, now you done told your cousin and your best friend and your mother and your uncle, they're all in, but you didn't do any due diligence, and now everybody gets hurt. Okay, that's why due diligence is very, very important, to go out there and look and see what's actually happening with what you're getting involved in. If you're going to refer something to someone, always make sure that you're 100% transparent in terms of what you have them getting involved in. Don't just tell them all the good stuff. Don't just tell them all the flowery side. Okay, do your due diligence and be able to bring them all of the information so that they can make an informed decision. Okay, they can't make an informed decision if you haven't given them all the information. You're just telling them how wonderful it is, but you're not telling them the bad part. You're not telling them about the risks that are involved. You're just telling them that they should get in because they're going to make all this money and you're going to make a whole bunch of money as well. And we're going to all be so well off. Okay, that's a problem that we have in this community. That's a problem that we have. That's the wrong mindset that we have, for people that are just coming in and just overall in the community. Wrong, bad mindset. Another mindset, I've lost money, but you know what? I'm going to put a little bit more in just so I can get my money back. Okay. What is that doing? Throwing good money after bad. How many times have we done that? You're into a situation. You see that the platform has problems. It has situations going on. Okay. But you're being told, oh, it's going to be okay. We're going to work it out. But in the meantime, come on, put some more money over here. We're going to fix that over there later, but come put some more money over here. So you go ahead and you do that because you thought, okay, well, I got some money over there. I can't get it, but I'm going to put a little bit more over here. I'm going to get it out of this other thing because they make it seem like it's just so wonderful. I know I'm going to be able to get my money out of there and then some. So you're throwing good money after bad. Always 100% assess the entire situation of any platform that you're on. Don't just look at one portion of it and see one good side, and all around it is a whole bunch of red flags all over the place. But you ignore those red flags because you got this now shiny object that's in your face, making you look like you're going to just be able to get so much money out of this one thing right here, but everything around it is going wrong and going awry, and people are being hurt all around it. But you're still going to just throw some money at this thing because it's got to be good. It's got to work because it just looks great. Okay, so you're throwing money at that thing. Okay, think about what you're doing there. Okay, just think about it. All you're being asked to do is just think about it and assess the entire situation, not just one section of it. Okay, look at everything. So now you say, you know what? I've lost money here. I've lost money in this industry. I've had enough. I'm quitting. I'm not doing anything with crypto anymore. I just want out of this space. I've lost $50,000. I've lost $100,000. I've lost so much money. I'm done with the whole cryptocurrency space. Well, before you give up on this space, let me just share a few facts with you, okay? Now, by me sharing these facts with you, I am not saying that you should stay in this industry if you feel that you don't want to be here, okay? If you really feel that you've had enough, then you've had enough, okay? So this information that I'm about to give you is not to convince you to stay. So let me just make that very, very clear. I'm not by any chance or by any means trying to convince you to stay within this industry. I just want you to consider a few things, before you think about moving on from this industry, okay? Here's a couple of facts. Internet technology has created thousands of millionaires throughout the years, or has provided them a level of financial relief. Now, we all know that that is true, because that's why you're here to begin with, because you know that this internet technology in the crypto space has already created thousands of millionaires or provided them some type of financial relief. So you figure you're going to be one of them. Okay? We know that this has happened. And that's the reason why that you're here in the beginning, to begin with, all right? So we know that if they've already created thousands of millionaires, guess what? The internet will create thousands more millionaires, and they will continue to provide financial relief to thousands of people around the world for many, many, many more years to come. All right? So they've already created thousands of millionaires. They've already provided financial relief to thousands, even millions of people, and they will continue to do so. All right? They will continue to do so. So consider that before you decide, I'm done, I'll quit, I'm leaving. Okay? So before you leave, also think about the mindset that you're here with. If you have the wrong mindset, then you should leave, okay, until you get the right mindset. If you're going to be here, you need to be here with the right mindset. Otherwise, this is not the space for you. All right. Even though all this is true about millionaires being made, and yes, you can be one of them, but you're not going to be one of them if you don't have the right mindset. Everyone, or almost everyone, has lost money in this crypto space. Okay. Even those that have made money, they've lost money. Okay. They may have made more money than they lost, but I can guarantee you that everyone has lost money to some degree in this space. Okay. That's just par for the course. Okay. That's just how it happens. You come in, especially when you first come in, you're learning. And as you're learning, you're probably going to lose money. Just like when you're trading. When I took a course for a whole year, I took a course for, in fact, I took this course for 2 years. I was training on and off. The courses were coming up every quarter. I would go away to this location and we would be trained on it. And then I would come back and I would get on these virtual calls with people so that I can learn and understand how to trade. I did that for 2 years. But they kept on saying to me that everybody that just gets into trading is guaranteed to lose money before they make money. And because I knew that, I was scared to jump in and do a real trade because I didn't want to lose money. Okay. And until this very day, I have not gone in to doing any type of day trading. I have a lot of information that I've learned about it. I can tell you some things about it, but I'm certainly not your expert because I never even did a trade. The only trade that I've done was just going in and selling my cryptocurrency or buying cryptocurrency. But as far as getting into a trade, I have not done that. I have a couple of opportunities that I belong to right now where they have bots that are doing trading for me. Okay. And I understand what the bot is doing because of the education that I have around it. But me, myself, Tami, I was afraid because I didn't have money to lose. I was getting in that space because I wanted to make money so that I can leave my job. I was not prepared to lose money. But when they made me understand that, yes, you will lose money, I was like, okay, well, I'm not prepared to do that. Okay. So please understand, in this space that you're in now, you will lose money. And I know that most or all of us on this call have already done that part. Okay. We've already lost money. So again, you will lose money before you make money. You know, that's the cycle. That's basically how the cycle runs. That's a part of the journey. Okay, it's a part of the journey. You will lose money in this space. Most of the world population does not dabble in cryptocurrency or even know anything about it. Okay, most of the world don't even know about it. You are we are very small population of society that even knows anything about cryptocurrency. Believe it or not, there are people that have never even heard of Bitcoin. Now, when I think about that, that's almost hard to believe for me. Even if you don't know what Bitcoin is about or know what it is, or even know that it is a cryptocurrency, everybody in my mind has at least heard the word Bitcoin. Okay, that's what I think. But there's actually people that has never even heard the word Bitcoin before. So with that being said, please understand that you may have lost money and want to quit, but you need to understand that you are an expert in this industry compared to people that have not even looked into the space at all. Okay, they don't dabble in this space. They don't know anything about this space. You are an expert when it comes down to them. When you compare yourselves to them, you are an expert. Okay, so just continue to learn and understand more so that you can bring yourself to a space where you're being profitable. Okay, you will eventually be profitable, but you have to have the right mindset, taking the right actions to bring yourself to a space of profitability. Okay, you will be profitable. Most cryptocurrencies, most crypto opportunities are scams. Okay, probably about anywhere between 85 to 95% of crypto opportunities out there, they're scams. Even those that are intended to not be scams, they end up being non-sustainable. So it ends up being like a scam because they go down because they were giving out something that was not sustainable. They had good hearts, they had good intentions, they're trying to get it right, but it wasn't sustainable, so it goes away and people lose. All right. So when you go into something, please go in with that mindset. Please go in understanding that the possibility of you losing is very high. I don't care how wonderful it sounds. I don't care how wonderful it looks. If you go in with that mindset, then you can control your emotions that way, and you can mitigate your own personal risk by having that in your mind. Don't go into an opportunity that looks wonderful and think, you know what, I am going to bet the house because I know this is it. Just don't do that. Just understand that most opportunities out there are scams. And why are they scams? Because this is an unregulated space. This space is unregulated. So because it's unregulated, what do you have to do? You have to regulate yourself. It is important for you to regulate yourself because the space is not a regulated space. You can be in it, you can operate in it, you can function in it, but understand how it works. Understand how to navigate in this space. Okay, then you can win. You're going to lose some, but then you can win some. Get yourself to a place where you're winning more than you are losing. Okay, but understand that most opportunities are scam projects. Okay, I'm involved in this bot program, and the bot is designed to detect whether a coin project is a scam or not. And so the bot will not enter you into a trade if the project is a scam. So because of that, there are days that go by before we even get put into the trade because 95% of the trades that are out there are scams. It's a good thing that the bot can detect it, but I found it very interesting to learn that the bot was picking up 95% of the trades as being scams. 95%. So please understand, no matter how wonderful it looks, do your due diligence, understand your potential for loss, okay? And be ready for that. Don't bet any more than you can afford to lose. If you're putting so much in that it's keeping you awake at night, then you have put in too much. You're in too deep, okay? Don't ever go in that deep, ever. The blockchain and cryptocurrency space, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, this whole arena is going to infiltrate our society. Okay, it is going to touch our lives, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not. Okay, whether we believe it or not, understand it or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, this industry is going to touch our lives. It's going to infiltrate society. It's doing it right now. Okay, just like IoT, Internet of Things, it has already infiltrated our lives, right? On the internet, the Internet of Things. What are the Internet of Things? It's your garage door openers. Okay, you can be in some other country and you can open your garage door. You can control your thermostat, right? You can turn your cars on. You can turn your lights on and off. Okay, remotely. These are all Internet of Things. Okay, there's over 500 million Internet of Things on the internet. Or was that 50 million? Can't remember the exact number, but here's the thing. There's more Internet of Things on the internet than there are people. All right? There are more Internet of Things that are on the internet than there are people that are on the internet. All right? So the internet and this technology is already infiltrating our lives, and the blockchain is going to do the same thing. Cryptocurrency is going to do the same thing. What, do we have an ETF right now on Bitcoin? And they're considering it right now for ETFs? I mean for Ethereum? Okay, it's touching our lives. We can't not avoid it. It's touching our lives. So do you want to quit because you lost money? If you quit now because you lost money, then you're going to wish you had stayed and continue to educate yourselves, because you're going to need to now understand it, because now here it is right in front of you. Okay. Our hospitals will be using the blockchain. Real estate is going to be using the blockchain. Law offices are going to be using the blockchain. They've already started doing it. Okay. It's a decentralized ledger, an immutable ledger. So it's going to be in our lives. So we need to understand it. So that's the reason why you don't want to leave, because you want to stay here so that you can make money from it, that you can learn from it and understand exactly what is going to be governing your lives at some point in time. What should one's mindset be in this crypto space, and how do you navigate it? Good question. If I'm going to be here, Tami, how am I going to navigate? How am I going to keep myself from losing all this money? Well, I don't have a silver bullet answer to that. There's no magic bullet in terms of asking you, how do you win? Okay. But you need to be in this game, and you need to understand the game and learn how to navigate the game. And how do you do that? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to learn, and then you want to learn some more. And then you want to continue learning, okay? Don't ever, ever, ever stop learning. This industry is so vast. There's so much information here. You know, this is a lifetime of information. And because it's technology, and because technology continues to evolve, you are going to always be learning, okay? So keep yourself in that learning mode. Don't think that you know enough, because you don't know enough. I don't care how much you don't know enough, okay? Keep learning. Then you want to understand your risk tolerance. Okay. Know what you can handle. Know yourself with that regards. Know your budget. Don't put your family at risk. Know your risk tolerance. If you get all shaky and emotional when you put in, $5,000, if it's going to keep you up at night and keep you, just nervous, then you have a low risk tolerance, or that may be on the high end for you at $5,000. I don't know. It's relative. But just know where you are. Understand where you are as far as your risk tolerance is concerned. Have your own budget, saying, okay, if I lose this, that's it. That's it. I'm going to come out and sit out for a while. I'm going to learn some more, understand some more, and then maybe I'll come in with a lower amount the next time. Okay? Maybe you come up with a lower amount the next time. The amount that's only going to cost you, a cup of coffee, that you don't mind giving up. Or something else that you don't mind giving up, and you don't mind losing. You can stand to lose. Okay? Consider coming in at that level. So understand your risk tolerance. Understand your tolerance for how much you want to get involved in this space. Okay? Maybe this is just too much learning for you. Okay? If this is too much learning for you, then maybe this is not the space for you right now. Let it come along, and let it get to a point where you're going to have to learn it. But in the meantime, leave it alone, because you know what? This is just too much for me. It's too involved for me. It requires too much time. I don't have that much time to spend on it. I'm not really into it that much. Just understand where you are as far as all that's concerned. I don't feel like getting on another Zoom call today. I was already on two. Oh, I was on a Zoom call, three Zoom calls yesterday. I'm not doing any Zooms today. Understand your tolerance for what's too much involvement for you. And just basically create your boundaries around that, okay? Because nobody is in this space but you, okay? It's your money that you're putting out there. So you're the one that's going to elevate above and reach a level of finances that you're trying to get to in this space. So you need to understand what your involvement is going to be. If you really are trying to reach a higher height in this space, then it's going to probably require you to put in a little bit more time. Okay? Maybe you do need to attend that one last Zoom for the day. Maybe you need to go and look at that one last YouTube video that's giving you some information. Maybe you should join that course. Maybe you should pick up that book. Okay? How much is too much for you? Determine how much involvement you're going to have in this. And you know what? It's all relative. If you feel that, you just want to get involved every now and then, that is totally fine. It is totally up to you. Just understand where that is for you, and you get involved to that extent for yourself. But if you want to go all in, and wake up in the morning and figure out, okay, what Zoom am I going to, do I have to jump on today and be on Zooms all day long like I was? You determine that. Or be up all night long creating slide decks like I was, getting prepared for today. You decide that. Know that what seems to be the best platform, whatever you think is the best platform, can be here one day and gone the next. Okay, I kind of hit on that somewhat already, is that whatever is the best platform, always have the understanding that it can be here one day and gone the next. Understand that. This is the things you need to keep in mind as you are navigating this space. Don't go in thinking that it is the best thing since sliced bread. Okay? Oh, this platform said that they were around for 10 years, like ITP. Oh, they've been around for 10 years. They said that they were. Well, it turns out that they weren't. They lasted for 3 or 4 months and then they were gone. And people were making a great deal of money out of it. So they got all excited. Wow, it's still around. 1 month, 2 months, it's been around for 10 years. So, it's going to definitely be here, at least another year. Let me just go ahead and put some more money in and slam a bunch of my relatives in here so we can all make money together. Okay. Well, that platform was fraudulent. They misled people and then they were gone. All right. So just have the right mindset going in. That's really all is being said here. Have the right mindset going in. Again, do your own due diligence. We've already talked about that. Always do your own due diligence. Okay. I looked into ITP. I knew it was not going to be here long. Okay. Because I was on a platform that was just like that. The look and feel, everything was like it. The videos were the same. Everything was the same. And that platform went away. And I knew that ITP was going to go away as well. And Gobi Bro knew the same thing. He knew it wasn't going to be here long. Okay. But if you know those things and you think it's a short-term opportunity for you, and I'll probably hit on this later on in this presentation, just go ahead and get in. Just make sure you get in and get out. Okay. What do we call that? Scamming a scammer. All right. Get it in and get out if you know that. And this is part of what you need to know when you're navigating this space. Okay. Always see where you can benefit, but always do your due diligence. Okay. Do not invest more than you can stand to lose. That's an old cliche. Everybody knows that you should not invest more than you can stand to lose. I've already talked about that. Do not put your family or your household in jeopardy. Okay. I always say, don't take food from the baby. Don't sell the baby's clothes. I know the baby got some nice designer clothes. Don't sell the baby's clothes. Okay. Don't take your baby's tuition for college. You got a little fund put aside for the baby. Keep it there. Don't take any money out of the funds. Don't jeopardize your family. Taking out a loan to invest is never a good idea. I don't care what anybody say. That's never a good idea. Okay. Unless you have something that is 100% guaranteed. Okay. And I haven't seen any of that yet. Unless you have something that is 100% guaranteed, that you know is guaranteed, all the evidence it shows that it's guaranteed, and you've even got documentation and regulations and all those other things to show you that it's guaranteed. Insurance is in place, something like the different banking instruments that you can get involved in. We know that any centralized banking instrument that you get into, whatever they say they're going to deliver on, they're going to deliver on it because they're centralized, they're regulated. If you can find something like that to get into, and it's a sure shot, it's a good thing, then you might want to consider borrowing money from your relative or something so that you can get involved because it's a sure shot. You're going to be able to get it back to them. But as far as these cryptocurrency opportunities, it's never a good idea to take out a loan unless your risk tolerance says it's okay. If you have risk tolerance that's, gives you an okay feeling about getting involved, then go ahead and do it. But as far as I'm concerned, it's never a good idea to take out a loan and borrow against your house, borrow against your car, okay? Because when you lose, then you lose your house, you lose your car, okay? So it's never a good idea to take out a loan. What should one's mindset be in the crypto industry, and how do you navigate? Okay, how do you navigate? Well, I've already mentioned this. Okay, keep your eye on your seed. Always keep your eye on your seed, and you want to de-risk as quickly as possible. And what does that mean? That means that when you put your money in, that's your seed, right? That comes out of your pocket. So the first thing that you want to keep your eye on and set your heart and your actions on is making sure you get that back. That's the de-risking, okay? You want to mitigate that loss or minimize that loss as much as possible. Day after day, week after week, month after month, whatever it takes, little by little, until you are 100% de-risked. That's the first thing you want to do when you get into any opportunity, is you want to keep your eye on your seed. Always know where your seed is. Think like an investor. How does the investors do it? Okay, they always have a game plan going in. They know how they're going to enter, and they know how they're going to exit. Okay, they know how they're going to enter, and they know how they're going to exit. They know how they're going to come out before they even go in. And in this space, we need to think like investors, because that's what we're doing, right? I don't care that people say, oh, no, this is not an investment. It's a program. It's a membership. It's not an investment. Well, if you're coming out of your pocket for you to get something for what you came out of your pocket with, then it's an investment. You're investing your money so that you can get more money. Okay, that's basically the definition of an investment. I don't care if you do call it a membership or what you call it, it's an investment. So you want to think about, okay, I'm coming out of my pocket. This money out of my pocket is supposed to bring me a certain return. So I want to figure out, how am I going to go in? How am I going to get that return back? How long is it going to take? What do I have to do to get that return back? All that information you should understand and know very, very clear in your mind how that's going to happen. The timing and everything. You need to know all of that before you even go in. Okay? This next one, diversify. It came up with the previous one. Wasn't supposed to, but here it is. Diversify. Okay? Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Okay? Get great opportunities and you diversify. You put a little here, a little there. Okay? So if one goes awry, you still have something else that's doing really, really well. Okay? But this is also going to require you to do everything that I've said above, and that is making sure you do your due diligence. Okay, making sure that you're not putting your family at risk. Even when you're diversifying, you still want to make sure that all the other things I've mentioned still does apply. Making sure that you de-risk, okay, as quickly as possible. Even when you diversify, all those other things still need to be considered. How do you go in? How do you come out? Consider all of that, okay? Never throw good money after bad. You're into an opportunity now. You're losing in that opportunity. And they say, oh, well, you know what? You can put a little bit more money in and then you'll get some out. You'll get what's there, and plus you'll get then some. I've been in several opportunities that are like that. Like, oh, well, you know what? Here's $100,000 in this platform. If you give me $20,000, you can come out with 120. Okay, so you put that 20,000 in, and they say, oh, you know what? That 20,000 that you put in, Now you got to put another 5 in. Well, you're enticed to put that other 5 in, because if you put that other 5 in, you're going to come out with 125. You're going to get all of it. Okay. Those type of opportunities come out. That's a outright scam. Don't throw good money after bad. I don't care how wonderful it seems. I don't care how much they tell you you're going to get. If you just put a little bit more in, just give a little bit more. Those are outright scams. And like I said earlier, always understand the situation of a platform that you're in. Look at the whole thing in its entirety. If there's red flags all over the place, except for this one little spot, well, consider those red flags before you go into that one little spot that looks wonderful. Consider the red flags that are all around it. Okay, just consider. That's just common sense. That's just simple common sense. I know common sense is not that common, but it can be if you allow it to be. Okay, it's practical. Consider practicality. It's not that hard. Don't let your emotions and your greed cause you to make decisions that are wrong. Okay, and your emotions and greed will cause you to throw good money after bad. Just do not do it. Consider everything. Make intelligent decisions. Okay, make intelligent decisions. Go and pray about it. And even when you go and pray about it, don't come out and rationalize it in your own favor. Okay, people say, oh, I prayed about it, and the Lord said, yeah, go ahead and do it. I've got peace about it. It feels good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Well, you probably rationalized it in your favor. Okay, don't say the Lord told you to do something when you know it was really you just wanting to do it anyway. Okay. Know that there are scammers everywhere. They're all over the place, and they're going to always be here. Okay, they're going to always be here, and they're going to get more and more savvy. They're very savvy, and they're going to get even more savvy. And with AI coming on the scene, they're going to be even more savvy with AI. So just be careful and know that they are here, and everything that I'm telling you about on this presentation tonight, consider all of it. Okay, knowing that there are scammers everywhere and they want your money, especially now during this season with the Bitcoin halving on the horizon. The scammers are out there like vultures. They're trying to get as much money out of your pocket as they can before the Bitcoin halving comes. That's why the scams are so prevalent. You noticed in the past few months that they've picked up. They've like doubled and tripled. They're all over the place. And they're going to always be around. Okay, that's their day job. To scam people. It's their day job. It's what they study. Okay, they learn different ways that they can do it. They get very, very creative. So you need to be ahead of the game. You need to be savvy, and you need to understand how they work and know that they're here. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. However, if you are savvy enough yourself, you can scam the scammer. Okay, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. But you can scam the scammer if you are savvy enough. Okay, and what do I mean by that? I mean that if you know that this is possibly a scam, then you go in and you scam the scammer. You get in and you get out. Okay, scams usually last minimum of a couple of weeks. If you get in, you know that this one just launched, get in and get out. And that doesn't mean slamming a bunch of people in behind you. Okay, you can't always do that because they may not be savvy enough. And you don't want to throw them under the bus by telling them to get involved in what could potentially be a scam. And now they are being hurt. You may have gotten in and gotten out, but now you hurt them because now they're in, but they didn't get in and get out because they weren't as savvy as you. Okay, that's called being selfish and being unfair. And it's just wrong when you bring somebody into an opportunity where you know it's probably not going to last that long. And you get in and get out. And if you're going to do that, just make sure that their understanding is the same as yours. Be 100% transparent. Hey, buddy, this is this project is not going to be around that long, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw a little bit in here. Maybe I might get, I might be able to get 1x, 2x out of this thing. And that's it. You can do the same thing if you want to, but understand that you could possibly lose what you're putting in, because I'm not 100% sure when it started. I think it just started last week or last month, and it's probably only going to be around for another month or two. So just go ahead and get in here. Maybe you might be able to get 2x out of it, and then you might get in, you might get 3x, 4x, 5x before it goes down. Okay. Scam the scammer. Okay. If it's too good to be true, it is. But if you're savvy enough, you can come out on the upside. The blockchain and the DeFi space is and will become more regulated, okay? And projects and opportunity will become more stable and will become more acceptable and will become more legal. Okay, so just keep your eye out for that. That is going to begin to happen. So it's not all bad, all right? It's not all that bad. It's just that how can governments regulate something that they don't understand? But they're beginning to understand it more and more and more. So therefore, regulations are going to come. And when the regulations come, then part of our due diligence will be to test and see what kind of regulations are behind these projects that we're getting involved in. Those are going to be happy days when we have regulated space. Okay, when we start to get into these regulated spaces with this DeFi, you know, and start making money in regulated spaces. That day is coming. Okay, just hold on. There's a few of them that's on the horizon right now, but more and more of them are going to be coming and they're going to be stabilized. But I trust and believe that there's going to be more unregulated opportunities out there that's trying to get a hold of you than there are regulated. And there's probably going to always be more that are not regulated than there are those that are regulated. Okay, there's going to always be that imbalance. But it's going to be happy and good to know that there will be some out there that are regulated. There's a couple of them out there that are now regulated. Okay, we can begin to seek those out. Some of those that are regulated, they don't have such a good return because of the regulations that they're under. They may have a much lower return, but that's okay. It's safe, but they will be coming on the horizon. Okay, excuse me. Always be mindful of tax implications, okay? I know you think, oh, this is cryptocurrency, you know, it's not regulated, you know, I'm on this exchange and, you know, they don't know how much money I have. I'm on, as long as I can keep it here on this platform, I'm good. Well, if you keep it on the platform, it's at risk, first of all. I put it in my hard wallet, that's good. But then when I get ready to use it, you know, again, the regulations is coming. All right. So right now, I know here in the US, they're expecting for you to be honest about how much cryptocurrency you have and then just report it. Okay, because they don't really have a way to exactly how much you have. So they're trusting and believing that we're all wonderful and honest, and we're going to report exactly how much cryptocurrency we have. A lot of us have cryptocurrency. We don't even know how much we have because we've just spent it and it's coming and going. You really haven't even kept track of how much you have. Okay, so you can't report because you don't really know, but just pick a number and just report it. But just understand the tax implications are going to be upon you. Just understand that. All right. All right, we're getting to closer to the end on this. All right. What is a safe way to make money in the crypto space? Okay. Does anybody really have the answer to that? What is the safest way to make money in the crypto space? Well, the first thing I would say is to learn. Always learn. I've already mentioned this throughout this presentation. Please learn. Please get a clear understanding of exactly everything that's going on. There's a lot to learn, and you can never know too much, but don't overwhelm yourself thinking that you have to learn everything at one time. Whatever area you want to focus on, learn that area. Okay, if you want to trade cryptocurrency, most people that got wealthy from cryptocurrencies, they got wealthy from cryptocurrencies by trading it. Okay, so if you think you want to trade cryptocurrency, then go ahead and learn how to do that. Okay, I think trading may be the safest way, only since you're the one that's in control. If you understand trading, you're able to mitigate your loss by setting up stop losses in your trades. You can minimize your losses. So trading is probably the way that most millionaires became millionaires, from trading. They get a hold of an altcoin that just rolled out. The altcoin spikes up, okay, and they became a millionaire overnight. Or just from someone that understands and they begin to learn about a project. So they decided to get involved in that project, and then over a period of months or a year or so, they began to make more money from that because they're keeping their eye on that particular coin or that particular project. They like the project is going places, So they got involved and they end up making money, okay, by way of trading it. Okay, so always learn. Then stay in control. Okay, make sure that you are always the one that's in control. That's going to keep you safe by you being in control, not letting somebody talk you into getting into a deal that you don't feel comfortable with getting involved in. If you don't feel comfortable about it, if you don't have a real peace about getting involved, then don't. Okay, stay in control. What else? Learn. That's right. That's how important it is for you to learn. Just keep learning, keep getting understandings, get on those Zoom calls, pick up that book, go watch a movie. I've learned so much by watching a couple of movies. I'm not a really big TV watcher, but I had some downtime, or I took some downtime, and I watched a couple of movies that were like reality shows. I like to watch things that are real true stories, because, I don't like for my intelligence to be insulted. So the way to keep my intelligence from being insulted, I like to watch things that are real. This really happened, okay? You can't insult my intelligence if that really happened, because if you're making up stuff, then you can insult my intelligence. But then it's enjoyable as well. It's all for good and for entertainment, for relaxing. I understand the whole movie TV thing, but I like to watch things that are real, movies that are true stories. And I watched a true story, a couple of them around cryptocurrency. And I learned so much by watching true stories around cryptocurrency. I watched a story about the FX guy, the guy that took the FTX, that one that went down. I watched Bitcoin, the blockchain, or the crypto center scam that took place. I learned so much. I learned so much about scammers and how they operate. And what I learned is that they will go all out to do everything in their power to scam people, okay? Because they may even give up on a little bit of money to make millions. They will do anything. They will have events. They will throw a big fat event with hundreds of people at the event, and they know that their project is a scam project. They will pull all stops to scam people. So just keep learning and understanding how things work, okay? I've mentioned this before, diversify. Okay, make sure you diversify. Diversify your portfolio, diversify opportunities that you may want to get into after you have vetted them out. Okay, after you have vetted them out, just make sure you diversify. And what else? Learn. That's right. That's how important this is. Learn. Make sure you always got your eyes and ears open for you to understand what you're involved in. Ask questions. Okay, pick up a book. Go to Google, go to the dictionary, okay? Something you don't understand, go learn what that term means. How does it apply to one thing or another? I'm always Googling stuff, looking at stuff on YouTube, getting an explanation over here, explanation. I'm doing it all the time. Probably not a day goes by when I'm not looking at YouTube to get an understanding of something. If somebody tells me something, I'm either going to Google it to learn more about it. I'm taking note. If I don't have time to do it right away, I have it in my little book. I'm going to go back and take a look at that later. I'm also kind of like a wordsmith. I like to learn new words. If somebody's saying a word that I don't know and don't understand, never heard before, I'm writing it down. I'm going to go look up and see what that word means. Because if they're saying it to you, you need to understand what it means anyway. But I like to have it in my repertoire in case I might want to use it myself one day, So I go and learn what that word is, learn what it means, learn how to use it, okay? Always be open to learn. If you got breath in your body, you should be willing to learn, okay? Start off small, okay? The smallest amount that you can start off with, just start off small. It's okay. If you really have a big risk tolerance, then you can go bigger. But if you have an aversion to risk, or if you got anything, that's holding you back, or you got any questions, or you don't feel comfortable, start off small. You don't have to go in big all the time. There may be an opportunity for you to go bigger as you learn more, but always start off with a smaller amount. There we go again. Wow, we have to learn that much, Tami? Yep. You need to always be in a position where you are learning. Learn from each other, okay? Listen to your fellow community members. We're all family here. We're not trying to hurt each other. We're all looking to bring education and bring knowledge that we have to our community, okay? Learn, do, teach. Learn, do, teach. That's my motto. Learn, do, teach. I'm an educator by academics. I have a degree in education. I've always had a passion for education and teaching people, so I always learn, do, teach. Okay. Sometimes I can be a little bit sickening because I'm learning something, and in my own mind, I'm thinking about how I can teach it to someone else. Even if it's not something that I need to teach, that's always what I'm thinking about. Wow, I just learned this new word. I just learned this new thing. How can I break it down and teach it to someone so that they can really receive it and understand it? That's always on my mind. Okay, so learn, do, teach. Even if you're not as anal as I am, still learn, do, teach. Bring education to your community. Identify low risk projects. Okay, that's another way to get started in a safe way to make money. Identify low risk projects and then start small. Okay, because as we've mentioned already, you are going to lose, but you don't have to lose so much. You can mitigate your losses. You can be in control of your losses. So see, number 2, stay in control. You are going to be the ones in control of your losses. Up, there we go again. Wow, Tami, this is a lot of learning. Yep. Keep learning. Okay. This is the biggest thing. If nothing else, do this. Even if you come down to learning about everything that I am sharing with you tonight, learn. Okay. I've given you a lot of information here for you tonight. Learn it, understand it, receive it. Okay. And then regurgitate it as well to people that you are teaching and people that you are responsible for holding up and mentoring. Learn, do, teach. Be a product of the product. Okay. This is a part of learning as well. Okay. If you want to sell a product, or you want to market a product, or you want to share a product with someone else, you need to be a product of that product, which means that you need to understand it. You need to live it. You need to be using it so that you can be able to share it with someone else, positively and confidently. Positively and confidently. Be a product of the product. That means you have to learn, right? You have to understand it. Okay. And whatever that takes, go into the website. You got a coin you want to talk about, go research the project, go read the white paper. Whatever you need to do, learn the product so you can be a product of that product. Yeah, see, I know you thought I was going to say learn again, didn't you? Well, I think I've gotten that point across about you learning. But anyway, don't be emotional and make sure you manage your own expectations. Manage your own expectations. Don't go out there and say, you know what? I'm going to get in this platform. It's a 3X or 4X platform. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get 4X. Well, you know what? Before you get that 4X, it may be gone. All right. So the first thing you want to think about is getting your 1X out. Okay. That's the first thing you want to think about. And don't get all emotional about it, because being emotional can make you do things adversely. Okay. It can make you do things irrationally without really thinking about it. Okay. Okay. Emotions comes from thoughts. Okay. Everything that's an emotion is a thought first before it becomes an emotion. All right. So people will feed things into your mind and cause you to get emotional about it. Okay. What is that emotion that we talk about? That fear emotion. Okay. Fear of missing out. Don't be emotional about stuff. Don't be afraid of missing out on something. Take away that emotion so that you can learn and understand being a product of the product, starting off small, identifying the product that is low risk. Okay, take away the emotion so that you can manage your expectation. In summary, what do you want to do? You want to determine your level of involvement in this space. Okay, determine your level of involvement. Know your risk tolerance. Understand your risk tolerance as far as the financial is concerned, and what your tolerance is as far as getting involved in this space. How much involvement do you want to have? Okay, determine how you will get involved. How are you going to get involved in this space? Are you going to do it by way of trading? Are you going to do it by way of getting involved in projects? Are you going to do it with ROI platforms? Are you going to get in with platforms that has a product to sell? Are you going to get involved by way of scams? Because you can go into a scam knowing that it's a scam now. Okay, you can decide, I'm going to get involved in that scam because I'm going to scam the scammer. Okay, so that counts as well. How are you going to get involved? That's a savvy involvement by getting involved in a scam. Okay, you determine how are you going to get involved. Determine that. Learn as much as you can. Okay, here again, I can't have a summary without telling you to learn, right? Got to learn. Keep learning. Seek mentorship and guidance if you want to invest large amounts just to help you brainstorm your moves. Okay. What should you do? Bounce things off of people. I got an idea to get involved with this. I've done my due diligence. This is what I found out in my due diligence. This is what I found here. It's what I found there. Go and bounce it off of someone. Maybe they can help give you some guidance and say, and they may see something from a different perspective than you. Okay, if they're seeing it from a different perspective, they may be able to give you some guidance on, and suggestions on how you may be able to move. Maybe you shouldn't put in that much. Maybe you should put in a little bit less, or put some over here and put some over there. Okay, so seek mentorship. When I say seek mentorship, I don't mean going and asking, your mother who doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency. Seek proper mentorship, someone that has some knowledge and some education and some expertise in these areas so that they can give you the proper guidance, okay? It's okay to do that. Go get a coach or whatever you need to do. Just seek some guidance, especially if you're dealing with large amounts of money. Go talk to your upline. You may have a savvy upline. Go ask them what they think you should do, okay? That's always a good move to make as well. Seek advice from a licensed professional if you think you need to. Okay, there are licensed professionals that are out there that deal in cryptocurrency. Okay, so they're out there as well. So don't think that there aren't. You can go seek one of those. If you want to get involved to that extent, go and seek a licensed professional to give you guidance. Okay, a licensed professional in the tax area is definitely something that everybody should have in their preview. Okay, you should definitely have a tax professional in your contact list that understands cryptocurrency. Okay, if you don't have one of those, make sure you get one, because as you're coming into the space, you need to have an accountant that understands the space. Have a budget and stay within it at least until you profit. Okay, if you do a budget for yourself that you're comfortable with, make sure you stay within that budget until you actually start profiting. Okay, and always follow your game plan. Whatever game plan you have, follow that game plan. The game plan to enter in and the game plan to exit. Always follow that game plan, okay? Join masterminds and teams to collaborate and learn from one another, all right? There's a couple of masterminds that's going on. We're getting ready to start one as well. Join different teams, get involved in groups where you can collaborate and learn from each other. We have a very, very active and engaging community, and they pick up things. Our community just pick up things very, very nicely. They learn very well. They learn very quickly. And the reason why we learn well and quickly, because we're in this, we love it. We love this space. And if you have a passion about something, you're going to learn more and more about it while you're in it. Okay, so just collaborate with one another so that we can learn from one another. And ask questions and contribute what you know. Okay, there's that collaboration within the community. Ask questions, always ask questions. Okay, the best question or the worst question that you can ask, I'm sorry, how's that go? Is the one that the best question not asked or not answered, I forget how that goes, but ask questions is the one that's not asked. I forget how that goes, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So just make sure that you ask questions. Even what you think may be the dumbest question, okay, that's the question that you need to ask, because you're not the only one rather, that think that it's a dumb question. There's probably 2 or 3 other people that think it's a dumb question and they don't want to ask it. Well, go ahead and you be the one to ask it, and there'll be several people that will be glad you did. All right, so make sure you ask questions all the time and contribute what you know. Now, the blockchain, DeFi, crypto space is here to stay, brothers and sisters. Okay, my beloveds, it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and you will be affected by it. No matter what, you are going to be affected by it, okay? So do not be ignorant of its devices, okay? Don't be ignorant of its devices, okay? There goes that learning concept again. Don't be ignorant of its devices, because it's here to stay, and it's going to affect you one way or another, okay? Also be there for your family who decides that they don't want to get involved in this space, they don't want anything to do with it. Learn for them as well, so that you can be able to navigate them through times when society is going to affect them with regards to this space. They're going to need to have an understanding about it, but they decide they didn't want to touch it, but you did. So you're going to be there to help your family, because it's going to affect all of us. Making money in this space is a game, okay? It's a game. So just learn how to play, learn how to navigate, okay? Even if it's not really a game, you should see it as a game, because the main thing you do need to do is, again, that word is right there again, learn how to play, learn how to navigate this space, all right? Because again, it's here to stay. And if you want to make money in it, take the emotions out, learn, be practical, be intelligent, make the proper moves, go back and study this presentation that I'm doing for you here today so you can have the right mindset to learn how to play and navigate yourself in this space, all right? Because it is a game, just learn it, okay? And you will lose, okay? Be prepared to lose, but also be prepared and look forward to winning, and look forward to winning big, because you will win big if you stick with it. Thank you so very much. Glad that you all were here. Hopefully you were able to get something out of this presentation today. I wanted to bring this to you so that you can set your mind right and understand exactly how you need to move forward with regards to being in this space. And hopefully you were able to get that from this.